Okay. Alright. I don't know how to hold this thing, man. Fucking live in the flesh with all of the You're great. Anyways. Okay. Welcome back to the MFB podcast. This is your host, Fern.
Hi, Fern.
What's going on?
Hello.
Anyways, I am the F in MFB, and I'm here with M and B.
Hello.
I'm B.
How's it going?
This is the first in-person recording that we are doing, so this is kind of awkward. I'm just looking at my voice memos, watching the voice notes go. But anyways, to begin, we will do our usual rose, thorn, bud. Bud.
I'm Bun. Okay, hi. This is our March episode, by the way. So, I'm gonna do RTB for March, but my rose was that it was my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay.
Yippee.
So, it was also my sister's birthday, so we had a whole entire celebration for her. So we all like wore the same like colors and stuff, and it was really cute. So I had a lot of fun there. I was like definitely a rose. My thorn for March was the fact that I spent like $600 on my hair and then my lashes to prepare for that. And dude, when I tell you like my hair was like $400 and the down payment was like $100, I never even expected that. But hey, I don't know if you can see, but my hair's pink. Okay, people say it's red, but it's pink actually.
It looks red.
It is most definitely red.
Okay. But yeah, so that's my thorn. And I think my bud for March, what was I looking forward to? Why are you laughing?
No, everything's about you, okay? It's not about you. I'm not gonna look at you, but that's a real nice globe in the corner there, eh?
What?
Anyways. So,
Okay.
oh, fuck, man. Fuck your rose, fuck your thorn, fuck your bud. We're gonna talk about whatever the fuck we
Okay,
want.
fine. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
no, I was
Jeez.
trolling.
Well, have
Oh.
a bud. Go.
You don't have a bud? You don't know what you... What,
No, I don't.
it's supposed to
have
be
a
what's
March.
going on now.
Huh?
That's supposed to be what's going on now, though.
Oh. Yeah,
What
what
did
was I
you-
looking forward to?
Yeah, what did you do in March, or what were you planning on doing in March that you completed in April? There you go.
I think it was just my final.
What was your final?
My final was doing like this puppet animation. Which, okay, I'm gonna rant. Sorry.
Here we go. Strap
So-
in. Yapping session number 1.
You
Here we
know,
go.
an entire like semester lasts like 4 months, right? And imagine this, like we had 4 months to do like a couple assignments for like each class, right? I was taking 5 classes this semester, but 1 out of the 5, like bless his heart, my prof was so cool and like sweet, but it was the way that like in one whole semester he only made us do one project, and it was a project that we didn't even want to do. Like imagine just a puppet but in 2D, right? So we had like to rig it, make it move around. My puppet was exploding. All the limbs were going everywhere because I didn't know how to control it. He didn't really teach us how to do a puppet because he kept on lagging every class. And he gave us most of the time to like,
Lagging? Oh, like
Yeah, no,
during
no,
a
no.
stream or something?
no. Like lagging in real life, he would be like, how do we do this again? Oh, my program's not working. Sorry, guys. Like stuff like that. And it was just like a 3-hour class with just nothing. Right? So why are you looking?
I just looked it back, man. Like,
Why are you? Because like the way you look at him
I
is just
just
like a
look-
side eye. Like
This is why we shouldn't record in person.
Dude, I'm just looking and I get called out, bro. This is why we shouldn't do it in person.
Hey, I like it when you guys are here.
I
Anyways.
don't. JK.
I had to drive so far, all the way. I had to span like 3 countries.
Oh goodness, bro has to buy a plane ticket. Anyways, so yeah, the entire semester We were just working on that one project. And mind you, he's like the hardest marker ever. Like, I don't know if you recall this, but this is the teacher who thinks like a 70% is like good. A good grade.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
no,
good
for
grade.
uni,
Well,
of course, but
It
it's
is
just
a
like
very good grade.
it's not that good.
To
it's
me,
like that's my standard. That's what I aim
it's
for.
fucking amazing. Okay, don't fucking thrash on my good
university
grades.
are a lot more lenient.
Passing is passing.
Yeah, C's get degrees, bro.
I know, okay, but like we're tryhards out here, and like especially art school, like drawing and coloring due at midnight, you can't like not get an A on that, right? But regardless, he thinks that like what a 70% is good. So we only have that one project to do. So that's why I guess in March I was just looking forward to getting it done and over with, because I didn't know that like after the puppet we wouldn't get graded on anything else, because he gave us the false hope by saying like, oh yeah, for your actual final, after you finished the puppet, you get to like finish whatever project you want that you worked on this year, right? We were like, oh my god, we get to take a project that we want into production, make it look really nice and smooth and everything. But no, since everyone was struggling on their puppets, we just didn't have time to do whatever we wanted. So yeah, that's what I was looking forward in March. I ended up getting it finished, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, real. Okay, that's my RTB.
Is that wait? What is the highest weighted final that you've had?
Like grade wise?
Yeah, like what percent of like the final was the highest for your course? Like most of the time, it's like 30%.
Yeah.
Like at least in my classes, it's 30%.
I think.
But like, dude, one of the highest ones that I've had was kind of crazy. It was like for a health science course. I think it was either 90 or 100%.
What?
Yeah, so it was literally like you did fuck all the entire time, and then it's just like one exam was like the deciding factor of whether you passed or failed.
Oh crap.
But I don't remember too much about it, just because it was like right out of high school, and then I took a break, and then I started doing my other shit, which I'm doing now. So it's like it's been a minute, but man, I just remember like just doing fucking nothing like the entire time. I'm pretty sure there were like quizzes and shit that I like, some of them I didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just not worried because like
it's just like everything is
like
relied on
10% or
this
some
this
shit.
final, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever.
So I guess it's good and bad. You know, it's like good for the people that don't want to do homework or like assignments and stuff, but it's terrible for the people that have exam anxiety or test anxiety.
That's
and
true.
It's like I like not doing homework, but I have test anxiety, you know, so it's like it's unfair. I just don't like school, but I like school. It's weird.
You treat school as a hobby.
Same.
That's your thing.
I know.
It's really bad. I get the same thing when it comes to tests, like especially like memorization tests. Those are like the absolute like fucking death of me, just because like I end up forgetting everything whenever I get to the questions that are different than what I studied. Like, you know what I mean by like when teachers like specifically tell you to study on a specific area of, like, for example, the textbook, but then like the questions are completely different and said differently inside the test, so it becomes, like, in my opinion, like an entire mind game trying to decipher the question itself and then answer the way that they want you to answer them. And it fucking destroys me. And I end up taking almost the entire test time they give you just to hand it to them, and then they look at it, and I hope I'm already walking out, because if I stay there, I swear they're gonna give me the worst look.
Start marking it, dude. It's like, it's fucked, dude.
When they look at it and then frown.
Yeah, dude. Like, I remember like one of my fucking science teachers in high school, like, she would like, I handed in my test, and she just looked at it, and she was smiling at me, and then she looked at one of the answers on like the first page, and then immediately her smile disappeared, man. It was crazy. And then I was like, oh, did I get it wrong? And she just like, she didn't say anything, but she just looked at me, you know. It was just kind of like that
Yeah.
Kind of okay. Okay, well, but yeah, no, that's all I wanted to.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think the highest weighted thing. I don't even. You're gonna get mad at me for this, but I don't really look at the syllabus, so it doesn't. I don't really.
Why would you not look at the syllabus? That's like
Like,
Wait, what is
Hey,
that?
the
it's like
syllabus is like the course outline for your
Oh.
entire year.
it tells you like what you're gonna learn in the class. It tells you
Yeah.
like what the exam.
No, I look at that.
Yeah, it's like what? You
I
don't?
look at that.
You do?
No, I do.
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at that.
yeah, exactly. Like, why the fuck would you not?
Because like it's like whatever. I just go with the flow.
The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
No, I just like to be informed with what's coming.
Exactly. Like, who the fuck wouldn't want to be?
Because they're gonna tell me anyways. They'd be like, okay, test next week, or like, oh, you have an assignment due next week. Like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, but you can know that like ahead of
Actually,
time.
it was on the
Mhm.
syllabus.
Yeah, you can
No.
know that ahead of time. Like, what the fuck
No.
are you like? I don't understand. There's no con of looking at the fucking syllabus.
Okay, well, I don't need to.
Yeah, it's like a
Bro,
plan
you are
for.
like you have brain damage.
Yeah, like an example of like the way
Yeah.
I think about it is more of like it's kind of compared to the way that you can plan a day, and it's like if I were to plan an entire semester of like stuff I would do, I would definitely like being informed of what's coming, just so I can plan around every date where there is something, and that's why I do like what is it, syllabus?
Yeah, syllabus.
Yeah,
Syllabi.
I do like them.
You know, I think I look at it just to look for when the final is, but after that, it's just like, nah, I don't need the syllabus.
But weightage, like you can see like what is worth.
See,
what.
I don't really care about that part.
Actually, yeah, because like you don't have like exams.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
mean,
have
it's, like,
projects,
yeah,
full
like-
projects.
It's just your
I'm
effort
an
pretty
art
much every single
major.
time.
Yeah.
Your effort
Yeah.
into drawing.
And it's like, oh no, it's not even my effort. Like, no matter how hard you try, it's down to the teacher's bias at the end of the day.
I guess that's like the
Yeah,
challenge almost.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
have to do it to every single teacher's bias.
yeah, that's why like for animation major, it's not that bad because like teachers are there to teach you like the traditional ways of animation, so it's like it's kind of already set in stone. Like you get to have your own style as long as it follows the principles of animation, you're fine. But for other majors like illustration major, that's so subjective. That's why people are feeling drained when they're like handing in their projects and stuff, because it's like we're drawing for the teacher, we're drawing for the curriculum, not for ourselves, so we're not really gaining anything from this, which is like the tough part about being in art school for like people who aren't in rewarding majors. So like if you're planning to be an illustration major, maybe weigh your pros and cons. But yeah.
maybe you should look at a syllabus or something. I don't know. Shit.
See, okay, like I swear to God, maybe it's just me. Like I'm considered a tryhard in my school, okay?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm considered a tryhard, but I don't look at the syllabus. So I feel like none of us look at the syllabus.
Maybe it's just like
I don't know, everyone's
an art
different.
school thing.
Cause like, what do I need it for?
Yeah, maybe not. Cause like I guess yeah. Cause like I look at it mainly for like the quizzes, assignments, and like projects, finals.
I feel like I've looked at
midterms.
it like twice throughout the entire semester just for one class because I wanted to like make sure that this teacher was still considering a 70% a good like grade, because he says that on the syllabus. Like he has an entire like chart saying 70% good, 75% very good, like and stuff like that. So it's like
What the fuck?
and then like anywhere in the
They
A
do
range is
what?
like, oh, professional level, like okay.
Jeez, yo, we just get like 90 to 100 is like A plus.
Yeah.
80 to like 84 is like an A. Wait, actually I don't remember what the fuck it is.
I thought it was 80 to
84 to
86.
something. I forgot. I gotta
Isn't it
take a look at my
No,
86?
it's
syllabus.
80 to 84 is a
A minus.
A
I
minus,
think.
and
Yeah,
then
A
an
minus.
80
84 to 89.
Oh, sorry,
that's why.
85, and then 86 to 89
Is A. Yeah,
is
okay,
A,
that's why
because I
thought it was
remember 86. Because
Yeah.
No, 86. That's in high school though.
okay.
Yeah,
Never
in
mind.
uni it's different. Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Because
Well, I
like
don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure I'm getting an A, but I don't have like an 86.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like an 85 in one of my classes.
But you
Oh
still
no,
got
no,
an
because
A?
like
Yeah.
oh no,
Mm.
Like I can show
University-
you, I can like log in and shit. Like if you want.
University takes like A minuses and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but I don't know. I think like the margin is a little bit different. It's
yeah,
not that much different though. I don't think, but I just can't
hate
remember.
A minuses and B minuses. Yuck! It's like anything minus. It's like okay, I got.
Well,
fuck,
I'd
man,
rather
as
have
long
an
as I
A
pass.
minus. Huh?
Bro, I like if it's not a C, I'm fucking proud for like the rest of my life.
Hey man, what if it's a C minus? Is that like good?
Hey man, I feel like shit, but I'm like, man, I passed.
No, that's true. At least you
Is
passed.
C minus a pass?
I am not
Yes.
like
Oh,
I am
sorry.
not.
Well,
a
it depends
person
on
who
like
studies that
in
much.
university.
Or,
Sorry?
like I'm not a person who like studies like that hard to like
Yeah, me neither,
get
man.
full grades, full something like.
I just can't dedicate time like that. I mean, like I could,
Yeah, me neither.
like I'm
I-
able to do it, but it's just like I don't want to, and I don't feel like it's productive.
Mhm.
Like I feel like
No,
there's so
I,
much
like,
better
it
ways.
mentally destroys me.
Yeah.
To like aim high.
Well, no, not to aim high, but it's just doing something I very much dislike, and in terms of something that I know that will drain me throughout the day. Like I can't spend there's my like the amount of energy that is spent throughout me trying to study, for example, a quiz or a test, is so much more than any other like action or activity that I do.
I guess so, yeah.
And it's so bad, and
That's
it's
the
it's
problem
in the
with
most
STEM.
negative way possible,
That is the
and I
problem
can't
with
change
STEM.
that.
Well, I mean, STEM is STEM. It's
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's like it's made. I feel like the reason why it's so hard is to like weed out the people that don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
That's
like
me.
if you don't want to do STEM, it's not like you don't have to do it, right? But
Do you
like,
think it's too traditional? Do you think their methods should be changed, or do you think like that method is good enough?
I think it's pretty okay. Maybe the content can be changed, but I think the way that it's done is okay. Like I like the fact that there's a variety between classes that weigh projects and tests differently. Like for example, there are some classes that I've taken where projects are weighted more than tests. So it's like the people you really have to put a lot of work into the projects, which I think is fair because like
Yeah.
if you have like a lot of time, or like how should I word this? Like a lot of people work better when they can take their work home, but it's not like due the next day kind of thing, where it's like there's like a set due date a couple months like ahead, but it's like if you can space it out with projects rather than like tests in a sense,
Yeah.
like it's like I don't know, I guess like just the aspect of working at home is better than taking a test in a classroom, if that makes sense. But
Oh, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely.
I don't really know how to like what I was trying to say earlier there for a
What's
second.
your point?
Yeah, like my brain kind of just went a little.
No, I still understood it.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
up in
It's
there
like
for a
the
little.
point of STEM.
But yeah, no, I think the methods are okay. I think like generally, I think they're pretty acceptable, and I think that I don't think it should change. At least for STEM, like maybe you can apply it to art, and then it could become STEAM.
What do you think about like
Mm.
adding art into
I don't
STEM?
think you can add art unless you have like some kind of an examination with like concrete answers. Like there's no correct answer with art. You
It's
know,
a very creative sense of like.
like something
Yeah.
either looks good or it doesn't.
Yeah.
And like sometimes the things that like you see in museums that look like shit, other
Mhm.
people like a lot.
You're
You know?
gonna go for like billions of dollars.
Yeah, it's like
no, you're right.
abstract, right? Or whatever the
Yes.
fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like all of those things, it's like it's very, very, very opinionated compared to like any one of the STEM things like science, tech, engineering, and math. Like they all have like answers to them. Like engineering, like to make something, it has to work, which means that numbers have to like work.
Yeah.
You know, like things have to answer something.
Didn't they
entire
make
IV
up the
process.
number for gravity though? So was it like,
Okay, yeah, but that's like if we go into like the entirety of science is a theory. Then,
Exactly.
like you know, like this is all, but you could apply that to everything because it's like math as a whole is based off of very human calculations. Like
Yeah.
we measure things. Like look at how convoluted Canadian numbers are. It's based
Exactly.
off of like how we determine height. It's like we think of it as in feet and inches.
Yeah.
And like when you
Everyone
look at an
else is just
inch,
like-
what the fuck is an inch? It was based off of like the fucking pinky of the king at the time of
no
whatever it is
fucking
in the
way.
fucking
Yeah.
imperial system
Oh
or
my
whatever
God.
they did.
Imperial system.
Yeah, so it's like the metric system was to try and get rid of that, so they came up with a system where they literally just drew a line and then just divided the line and was like, yo, millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, all of that shit.
Yeah, it's just to make it easier for people trying
Yeah, it's
to
just like a
measure small
unit
and
of
taller.
measurement. So it's like every unit of measurement is man-made. Like that's why it's like, if we ever get into contact with aliens, it'll be like fucking mind-blowing because they'll have a completely different technology.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though, because like, see, my mind's a little foggy in terms of this like thing, but in art school, right, they kind of push the notion of like, art is slowly like getting integrated into STEM to like turn into STEAM, just because like they keep on like teaching us that there is art in like everything. There's art in every form of like STEM, in like their process and like their theories and like their way of thinking and stuff. There's art within it, so why not give credit to like the art side of things by adding it into the STEM category?
Well, what do you deem as art in like something like science?
Creative process. It's just like,
Like what though? Like give me an example.
That's why I said my memory's a little bit
Like,
foggy.
I don't
when it
really
comes to
understand
this,
what
but
you
it's
mean
just
by,
I
like-
mean, couldn't you give that to anything then?
exactly,
Yeah, but
because art is
but
in anything.
yeah,
I feel
but,
like that's why we have bachelors of arts. That's why it's
but
so
like, why have
like
Bachelors.
there's so like what's it called? There's so many different things you could do as a bachelor of arts. Like you could have a bachelor of arts in business and psychology. You could have it
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
a whole interior design if you really want
Yeah,
to. Like,
so then
that kind of stuff. But then if you come to science, it becomes bachelor of science. There's a reason why. I think there's a reason why there's like a distinction between them. I think that art can be found in science, but I don't think that like if it depends on what you believe art is, or like what you define art as, because you're saying it's a creative process where it's just like, well, like I don't really know an example of it, but like an example of what I would consider art in like science would be like maybe the way in like how cells work in biology and like microbio, like everything it like works together. It works like kind of in tandem with each other. So it's like I guess that's artistic in a sense, or if like a graph looks really nice, or if like you plot natural numbers and it looks really cool, like pleasing to the eye. I mean, in that sense, like I guess you could call that art.
yeah,
But I don't really get what you're saying with creative process. Not in
know,
like a
'cause,
disrespectful kind of way.
hypothesis and like the process of getting like an answer, or like it could be the other way around too, where it's just like there could be science and math and everything else in art as well.
Yeah, and I believe that mathematic art is very nice.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know, because me personally, I don't really think we have a place in STEM, but I understand that, like, okay, it's not like art majors or like the practice of like people teaching art thinks of them any higher than anyone else, but there is this like underlying notion where it's just like art tries to transcend like the human way of thinking, right? Or like the human way of being, wherein you said like STEM kind of like adds those human practices and like the human forms of thinking into ways of understanding things, right? And so I think because like people think, like at least in my school, people think that kind of art transcends all, like transcends language, transcends knowledge, and transcends like humanity as a whole.
I definitely do believe that.
Yeah,
I definitely do.
Yeah, because like okay,
Like look at the
that's
pyramids.
that's why they think they deserve a spot somewhere higher and not considered to be like disregarded outside of the field of STEM, because since STEM is seen as like such a like a glorified like thing, right? But
Yeah,
I
definitely think like,
honestly, me personally, it's just like I don't think we need STEAM, but I do wish that like when people like hear about like, oh, I'm an art major, or like, oh, I go to an art school, they don't look down on it. Because it's just like I've heard before in my life, like after I switched from like pre-med to like my art program, people would ask me, oh, what are you studying? Nursing? And I'm like, oh no, I'm in art school. And they're like, they look at me, they side-eye me, and they're just like, oh, so
Yeah.
what are you gonna get out of that?
yeah, that's exactly why.
And it's like, I don't necessarily appreciate those reactions because, you know, you gotta appreciate a little bit more of like what goes into art. Like, I know
Yeah.
it can't get really like much jobs, but there has to be a level of respect in it that like kind of needs to be seen, just like how STEM is like seen as respected. I don't think things should be seen as respected just because they like follow capitalism or something like that, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, just because I could get a good paying job means my like my major is so respectable. Like, no, like that's such a convoluted way of thinking,
No,
in my
I
opinion.
mean,
So it's
I
like,
I mean,
think
that's been
it's-
like the way that it's been thought like through years on end, though.
I know,
and
that's the thing.
why
That's why
it's been
people
trained
like
in
need to
everybody.
change because it's just like it's not about the money, guys.
yeah, of course. Like everybody says that, you know, it's not about the money, but right now it kind of is.
No.
Just the way
Yeah, at
that
the end of the
world
day,
is.
everything is
At the
ran
end,
on Monday.
at the end of
On
the
Monday,
day,
money. Sorry.
Just the way that the world is right now, it's like
Yeah.
you can't really say that like art's gonna make you money. Like it's just
Yep.
very hard for art to make you money unless you're really, really, really good at what you do and people like it.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
don't think
that's-
respect should be correlated with money.
I don't think so at all. I think
Mhm.
art, like in every aspect, probably will transcend any type of man-made
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Just because it's just like that vast. Like you could like look at music, for example. Like I think music will transcend a lot of things outside of like math and science and stuff, because like then again, like yeah, STEM is very respectable, but you got to take into consideration that this is all under the premise of man-made things, whereas
Mhm.
like art doesn't fall into that category because it's naturally what humans are doing. Like they're just applying what they see. Like it's very personal, you know. It's like if you draw something, it's something that you did that like is inexplicable to other people, and that's why it'll transcend like a system of like communication almost. So it's like when you see a picture of like, I don't know, like a turtle, like it's gonna live longer than writing the word turtle.
Turtle. Yeah, no, you were just talking about this.
Yeah, that's
earlier.
I was talking about it in context to my tattoos, because I wanted to, like, my initial tattoos were numbers and like lettering and all of that kind of stuff, but as
Coordinates.
I've gotten older, I've kind of like wanted to fixate more on kind of like picture-esque or just more symbolic tattoos, ones that will like you look at it and it's just something, you know. It's just not like, if you don't read Arabic numbers, you wouldn't be able to tell what my tattoos mean. Like if you don't know the numbering system, you'll never be able to decipher what's on my arm. So it's like, but if I put a picture of something, you could just see what it is. So I guess like to kind of tie into like art being in like math, I wanted to talk about was like geometry. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like geometry can be very artistic in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that's like,
Desmos.
yeah, like it's like things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's geometry, like things being very symmetrical, and like you being able to find geometry in nature. It's like those
Was
kinds
it
of
like
things.
the perfect shape?
I forgot
it-
what that's called.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but
it's
the
just like
Fibonacci
it's in
square.
everything. Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a Fibonacci square, a Fibonacci sequence. I think.
It's definitely not a square. It looks like a conch.
Yeah, no, but like you could draw squares in each of one, like in
Oh,
each
ye-
circle, or
yeah.
like in the spiral thingy.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
ratios.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about?
It's you'll probably see it eventually.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a spiral.
Yeah.
Like the Eye of Horus. Have you seen that? Like the Egyptian symbol, the
Mhm.
eye,
Yep.
the little eyebrow thing,
Yep.
like that. That's like you could draw it in one of those.
Mm.
Which is why Egyptians had some kind of astronomical knowledge. Nah, I don't
Back to
know, man.
this. This is why I do not take drinks while other people are taking drinks. It is
She
it is the
started
worst thing
laughing.
ever. This is why I also don't drink anything when a conversation that could be funny happens in call.
You know,
I just sit there.
I've never spat a drink out though.
I have.
Actually, and I think I've done it like once.
I've done it
twice, and
multiple
it's like-
times.
I just like I don't like doing it because it's like your monitor gets all fucked.
Okay,
the spray
no,
is
Oh no,
just
my
like,
clothes
oh,
just get
shit.
worse because I instinctively just face downwards so that my clothes can get all the water that comes out
It's-
rather than my floor or my desk or my monitor or my
Like,
setup.
Okay, for you guys, it probably just sprays out. But for me, it just dribbles. It's like.
Jesus, man.
I have weak
Fucking
face
nasty.
muscles.
I'm sorry, I have weak everything muscle.
That I did not say that. I did not say that.
I
That did not
know.
come out of my mouth.
You didn't disagree though.
Yes, I didn't.
He agrees. Guys. Chat, sorry. What? Okay, are we continuing the RTB or was that just me?
Wait, this was still.
This was the
RTB?
RTB the
I didn't
entire
even know.
time.
I thought we just moved on from that. Like 15
No,
Dog.
minutes
this,
ago.
yeah. This was like this just turned
Are we
into a
doing-
completely
Yeah,
well, are we
different
doing
topic.
anyone
like,
else's,
fuck
or
the
are we gonna
RTB. I
continue?
mean, I
Okay,
could talk
fine.
about like, hey.
I mean, whatever's next.
I mean, I know I can like talk about like a little rose maybe.
Yeah.
Like a
Sure.
little
Just
rose.
anything
Yeah,
you
go
remember
for it.
from March, honestly.
Okay, so pretty much around the 18th of March, I had launched up a game that I had hadn't played in a while,
Oh.
and I had gotten Mac to start playing this game with me.
I see. Yeah.
And on
Hello.
the 22nd of March, I had purchased a membership for Mac to play
Yes,
with
that
me.
is me.
And we have been grinding the absolute dick.
Oh, 100%. I'm not
Yeah,
joking.
no, I
It's-
didn't even want to say it. It was like,
honestly, it's kind of funny because like if you really think about it, like there's been multiple cases where we've been, or at least me, I've been asked like what's it called, or no, I've been asked once, but there were other cases where it was kind of the same premise, where it was kind of like, oh, like how far are you in, what level are you, what world are you in, stuff like that. And since like of course we're doing it in order, it makes sense. But it's like if you really think about it, we're only doing it like a good couple of hours every night, but it's still funny to me because if we were free enough, like if this happened in COVID, I'm not joking,
bro,
we would
my
be
God.
at level 100 within
Bro,
like
that
2
would be
months.
Evil, man.
Yeah, because we would be doing it during the entire day if we were free enough, and that's what makes it
like,
so
would
funny.
probably go days.
Yeah.
Like we might actually do. Yeah, we should do that, man. Like,
No,
we should,
I'm
like,
not-
for a
yeah.
week, we should just like grind the fuck out of.
Well, do you
No,
have
yeah.
a week
Oh yeah,
to
the
your, like,
game is called Wizard 101.
Oh yes, Wizard
If
101.
anyone knows that
for
game.
any 2000s kids.
Yeah,
And
it's
younger and older.
2008 is when that shit came out,
Mhm.
and it's a childhood memory of a lot of motherfuckers. If you don't know
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is, look that shit up and tell me it ain't familiar. Because
Yeah.
there's
Mm.
ads everywhere, and if you were on
Mhm.
the internet from like 2000 to 2010,
Oh yeah.
them motherfuckers
was
were
big.
everywhere. Where it was
It
just
was
like create a
big.
wizard, boy or girl.
Yeah,
And it's
it
just
was like
yo,
it
it
was
was crazy, man.
it was up there with like anyone who also remembers Adventure Quest Worlds.
Oh my
It was
God,
kind of the
Adventure
same
Quest
thing.
was so good, man.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I
that's where I
forgot. My
started.
brother got me on that.
Yeah, Adventure
Yeah.
Quest, and then it turned into Wizard because
Dude,
it
I
was
never
more of
really,
like a
like-
personal character thing that you can move around 3D.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like- it was
a 2D.
so-
2D was Adventure Quest though, right?
Yeah, 2D was
yeah.
Adventure. It was just like a side scroll
Yeah, because
game.
I remember like you would like everybody was like overlapping almost.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I remember that like sometimes in like main areas or like common areas it'd be like that one decked out motherfucker
Oh,
that
100%.
just looked big as shit.
Yeah.
Like they were just like they
Very
looked
cool.
significantly different,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was just like I never understood because I was young as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like we were like what 8,
Yeah.
maybe like 6.
Mm-hmm.
If we're being real, I don't fucking know, but it's just like all of those games, man, like Pop Tropica, like that was a little bit later, but man, I miss those games. Those are good.
No, those were legendary.
Yeah, like what
those
are
are so
those
fun.
called, though? Like, are those MMOs?
Those would be counted as
Oh,
MMOs,
okay,
yes.
Okay. Would they be
Mass
RPGs as
multiplayer.
well?
Oh, huh?
Like RPGs?
In a sense, RPGs, role playing games. I wouldn't say. Oh, definitely like Wizard 101
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
and
yeah,
Adventure
they call
Quest,
that an
100%.
MMORPG.
But
That big one.
Pop Tropica, no, since you couldn't really
Oh, yeah, there was
do
no, like,
anything
chatting,
there.
right? There was just like emoting, or was there?
Yeah, there
chatting?
was chatting and
Oh, there was?
emoting, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like
Don't remember. That.
Club Penguin, like Moshi Monsters.
Shit. Oh my god.
There was this
but
one. There was
did-
this one. There was like it was very popular with my
Moshi-
like
what-
cousins.
You said Moshi Monsters?
Moshi
Yeah,
Monsters. that one was
okay.
really good. But there's
Yeah, I was
this
so
one that
into
I
that
just
game.
keep forgetting, and it's this one where you could, it's like so a bunch of kids back then, especially the girls, would always carry around this keychain. It was a Tamagotchi keychain, and it's basically this tiny little like device that you could put on your backpack or like just carry around.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just like this tiny little character that you pretty much
Yeah.
take care of all day.
Yeah.
That became into, or like it, there was like almost another game on the computer that you could play that was kind of like the same premise.
Like Tamagotchi Life, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty much this character. They're all like monsters in a sense. It wasn't Moshi Monsters, but it was a website where you could like feed, customize your pet or change to a different pet. It was definitely this
remember
one
that.
game. I keep forgetting what it's called, but of course it's just like any other game where of course you take care of the character, but you don't control the character. It's just that you take care of it and you do
Yeah.
it by getting food from playing the games that is on the website.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what that game is
Moshi
called.
Monsters like still a thing?
Moshi, no. Club Penguin, Moshi Monsters are still a thing. Pop
No,
Tropica is gone.
Club Penguin's gone.
No, Club
No,
Penguin
Club
it
Penguin
turned
just-
into its own launcher.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this like how long ago was this?
Long time ago,
I thought like
like
I
back
thought
in
it-
high school.
Nah.
Yeah,
Because I know that Club Penguin it died. And
it
then
died,
became,
and then
like,
it became its own launcher.
Yeah, it became like an app or something.
Yes,
And then
It-
like that
in
failed.
terms of dead,
And
is-
then the Club Penguin
is, like-
rewritten was a thing.
yes,
Yeah, and then that went down. And then like I thought they like it just never happened again.
I think it's
Like,
still
I'm talking like
there.
the original, like the one where you
Oh
tip
yeah,
the
original's
iceberg and
gone.
shit,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like,
definitely
where
gone.
you could do like the fucking what was the kung fu shit, the karate shit. What was
Yeah, yeah, the karate card game,
it? Yeah. What was that? Card jitsu.
Cardjitsu, I
Yo,
think it was. Yeah,
That shit was fire, man.
that one was fun.
That was like literally what like kind of started. Like that was foundational whiz right there.
Really?
Yeah, kind
You
of.
know? But
in a
it's
sense,
just like
yeah.
a little bit more like
It was
you
kind of
play-
like
both of you play
yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
and then whoever has like the better card,
Yeah.
it does.
it was a little bit of luck in there.
Yeah, like with Wiz, it's like turn based.
It's turn based. Yeah.
So,
And there's more
Wiz
strategy
101 is a
into
very
it,
fun
yeah.
game. So I mean, if like you should if you're listening, you should install it.
Install it.
It's
100%. Play with
It's
us.
free to play, but you can get paywalled very very fast.
Oh, very much.
Yeah,
Very much
like
so.
we're talking like I think like if you do everything in order, like if you do all the quests that you can, I think you get to level 30 if you're on like free, but like the first paywall you encounter is like level 7. So
Yes.
it's like
No way.
it's so early on.
It's very
but like
early
the
on.
membership is pretty cheap if you go for the 1 month. And then I think it's pretty fair to try it out for 1 month, and
It's
if you don't
pretty
like
fair.
it, you just put it away.
Yes.
It's like,
Guess
you
so.
spend $20 on food.
yeah,
it's
it's
like
an
$15
entire.
for
That's
a
what I was
month is
thinking. It
pretty
was
good.
just like it's an
Mhm.
entire McDonald's combo.
Yeah, but like a McDonald's combo goes away in a sitting,
Mhm.
whereas
Yeah,
like
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my god, it's
this
less
one's
than a
while.
Poke Bowl.
You could actually, yeah. It's actually crazy because like
the value you get. Is,
yes, the value is
good.
is good.
Yeah.
It's a good amount,
And there's
especially
bonuses.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, like you can get benefits for being a member, but there's also another way you could play where you could be a crowns player, which is like the in-game currency,
Mm,
and you can like spend
he's a crowns
crowns
player.
to unlock zones.
yes.
And like the zones cost like X amount of crowns each, but like, and the thing is like if you pay for it, you unlock that zone forever. So it's like even if you don't have a membership, like you can come back like years later and you could still have access
Yeah.
to that area. But I don't think there's a lot of crowns players. I think it's just
No.
membership.
It's a lot of membership
Yeah,
because
and I
it's
think
it's
that-
a lot easier, in a sense.
It's a lot of money too.
It's a lot of money, but
Yeah.
it's definitely easier in terms of like the player base. But like you got to think
Yeah.
about it because if anyone who is watching is actually going to start playing, the community is actually all of them are really nice people, but you also have to understand that these are also the people that are like us in terms of the people who actually started playing in 2008, where they're all old now, or like
Yeah.
like a good percentage of people that you'll find if you actually start to get friends with them, you'll actually find out that a good amount of people are like already parents with kids and their entire family playing the same game,
Yeah, man.
which is Wizard 101, which is
Yeah, like, I met
actually
a
beautiful.
grandma, like
What?
the other
No
day. Yeah, like, and I
way.
found
Yeah.
I thought it was just like at first she just said that she was like her kids were playing, and then she started talking about how her kids have kids. And I was
Yes.
like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it was
Like,
actually
damn,
really
bro.
cool.
And like it's crazy because like Wiz, they uploaded a video on their YouTube where it was just like their 10-year anniversary,
Mm-hmm.
or not, I think 15-year or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally just like kind of the premise was like this girl wizard. Like, kinda
You
just
showed
grew
that
up-
to
like,
me. You're like, oh
grew
my god,
up
you're gonna get
with
so
it.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like that shit like actually made me tear up, man, because like that's just like how it is,
Mm-hmm.
like the nostalgia, man. But yeah, I mean, even I feel like it's pretty accepting of new players too. Like Mac was a relatively new player, I would say. Like, you didn't know too much about.
I didn't know
game.
too much. I
Like,
did
even
know
as a
of the
kid,
game. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it like you don't really absorb the concept of
Mhm.
like
Mm-hmm.
that like the scope of a game.
Yes.
Like how much shit you can really do in a game.
Oh yeah.
Because like I feel like even when I played like games as a kid, like Halo campaigns, like I would always like, I wouldn't get the shit that you could get, like, you know, like extra credit or anything like
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. Like if there was like a Easter egg, like I would never see that kind of stuff
Mm-hmm.
as a kid because I was a fucking idiot. Like,
Mhm.
that's how it is. Like zombies, I'd like survive to round 5, and then it's just like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Mhm.
Or like I would just never progress in like one level of a campaign because it was too hard. Like
Mhm.
it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what the fuck to do. I remember there was one game, I think Splinter Cell. Like I played
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, I do
and
remember that
I could
game.
not get past the first level because I was like 5, and it was like my dad's PlayStation 1. So it was like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yep.
And it was like the first minute of gameplay. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so I just turned it off.
Mm.
Damn.
I wonder if there was a game like that for me where I just decided not to play it because Halo ODST was like the most confusing game for me.
It was
Because-
confusing at the start.
Yes, at the start.
Yeah,
That's
it
like the
was.
biggest thing that I could never get past because of how, like, I don't know why, but for some reason at the start of the game, they would tell you what to do next, but they wouldn't give you like a marker of where to go. So in my opinion, like going throughout like the city in the dark and in the rain, I had no idea that this was like a fucking maze when it wasn't, because it was just a straight away from where you started.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't like even get past like the first mission because of that, and I just dropped it. But another game was it was this game that I always played because I thought it was always cool. I loved superheroes back then. It was this like X-Men game where I totally forgot like what the entire like story of what it was, but all I remember was getting to one part and I could never beat this boss. And I remember my cousins came over. It was a party. We ended up playing until like, I think like the last 5 missions of the game. And for some reason, even though I saved, I came back and all of the progress was gone from like when my cousin helped me. And I was so destroyed. I was like, I'll never get back there. And I still have the game to this day, and I've yet to replay it, but I really want to. I just don't remember what the game is called. I know it was an X-Men game, though, and you could play as any character as long as you unlock them at a certain point, which was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of my childhood memories for games was like when me and my brother played. So it's like ODST was pretty like fun, just because like I mean like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but my brother did, so I was just kind of there playing.
Where do we go?
ODST was a good ass game though. I liked it.
Oh, 100%. I loved
I
like
the aesthetic.
yes,
The aesthetic was really
yeah,
nice.
the aesthetic of like
What does ODST stand for?
oh fuck me, oh shit, I don't even remember.
I've never forgotten it. I don't know why. It's just like just playing the game and hearing it so many times.
Well, I mean, I didn't even get past the first
I mean,
the
yeah,
first
no,
stage,
fair
so I don't
enough,
even
fair
know what it's
enough.
called.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's an orbital drop shock trooper.
Orbital.
Yeah.
What?
But like it was cool because it was the premise that these people aren't like super soldiers.
Yeah,
These
they're
are
just, like,
real
regular-
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
just, like,
These are
regular
like
people.
if people were a fan of like Star Wars, these are like the troopers of Halo.
Yeah, like the
Stormtroopers, because these are humans. They aren't
They're
like
just like
special.
buffed soldiers.
Yes.
Essentially what it is.
Yeah.
They're orbital drop shock troopers.
Yeah, and they were
Orbital.
cool. I loved like the way they looked too. Like their helmets were like my favorite of all
I
time.
really like the shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
really liked how the reticle used to glow. Yeah,
Yes,
like
I
in
remember
I
that.
think it was like the assault rifle or one of the pistols. But
Yeah.
like, it was just like a little blue screen that you would hold in your gun.
Yeah.
And it was just like such a nice color. I
Yes.
just remember that. It was like the thermal sight, I don't remember, man.
Mm.
But yeah, it was pretty good, man. Pretty good
Yeah.
memories. Pretty good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fucking series was Tony Hawk Pro Skaters. Like, dude,
Oof, I've never played that. I only
man,
played Skate 3.
Like, dude, me and my brother, we played that like so much. That was like one of the only games that I played as a kid that like I really progressed through. And it's like it kind of sucks because like you could only really play it on the PS2 or PS3 now, and like the third and fourth one were, in my opinion, the only really good ones. Because like I think they like Tony Hawk released like a remastered version
Mhm.
in like PS4 and like or just next gen in general.
Yeah, I remember that when that came
Yeah.
out.
And then they released another one when like the Series S and like that kind of stuff came out, PS5 and whatever the fuck. But I think both of those were flops. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure both.
Well,
like, have you
yeah.
heard of that game? Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it wasn't like one of the games that did boom off.
Yeah, no, but I
So-
mean back then I feel like it did, but I don't know if that was just because that was one of the games that I played.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, you know, then again, like I could have had a very like limited experience. Because like my first Call of Duty was Ghosts, and everybody hated Ghosts. But
I don't
for
know
me,
why
it was,
people
like-
hated Ghost.
like for me, it was like what
It was
got me
good.
hooked on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like I've seen so many videos of people like back then, like the FaZe Clan, they would like flush
Yeah.
ghosts down
Yeah.
the toilet, or like they would like.
I think it
cut
was
up
just the
CD.
ending. For me, it was the ending of Ghost. I disliked the
I
ending
feel like I don't
because of
really
how
remember it.
I get the idea of like in movies and in games and in shows where it's like if you create a character and they get you pissed off or like they get you to feel something when like they do something in the series or in the game, it's like they're a good fucking character. Like when you're able to create a character that can make someone else mad
Oh,
for
like a good
someone else.
antagonist.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so good, and I think that's why I dislike Ghost because of the ending of it, where like, the entire premise was to kill this one guy, but then at the
Oh, I
end,
remember. Yeah,
the
I
fucking
remember, I
crash,
remember.
and then
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden you shot
yeah.
him while the plane was falling into the water, and then all of a sudden your character wakes up and he's still fucking alive, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no way is this guy
I remember,
alive
like,
from
a
getting
fuck
shot in
ton
the
of people
chest.
died.
Yeah,
Like for you to get to that point.
yeah.
And like, oh, so spoilers, but like, I mean,
Uh,
that game is
No.
since
I
2011.
believe in any case, whether it's a game or a show, if it's from like years ago,
Yeah, this is a decade.
this
old.
is
Like,
there's no
we're like-
fucking way you can say it's a spoiler
Yeah.
because it is not my fault that you were not
Dude,
shown
you
the game or
spoiled
movie.
Titanic, dude.
No,
What
Yeah,
the
no, it
People-
pisses me
actually,
off.
I have a story to tell after. I think I told this already, but like, just keep going.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I mean, I
It's
was
about
just gonna say,
spoilers.
like, in terms of like Ghost, like I like all of that came back because of the end, like right after Eminem's Ghost
Yes,
would play.
yes,
And like, dude, I
Oh
remember
my.
like at the time I was a big ass Eminem fan.
hell
Like
yeah.
I knew every song. Like at the time, I think Spacebound had just come out, and that was like, I don't even know what year that was, but like, man, that was like I had that shit on repeat, and
Once
my
in a
mom always got
lifetime.
mad as fuck. Cause she was just like, "Yo, Eminem swear too much. You can't listen to him." And like, I
No,
wasn't
he was
allowed to
being
watch
fast.
PewDiePie either at that age.
Oh, I fucking loved him.
PewDiePie?
Yeah.
Yeah, back then he was dope when he used the fucking subtitle, like the
Mhm.
Amnesia days.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
really like sketchy looking one.
Stefano
I
and shit.
love
You
that
remember
one.
Stefano, the
Stefano,
little
yeah, I
golden
remember
guy?
Stefano.
Yeah, man, and the
the
barrels.
barrels,
yo,
yeah.
barrels,
Mhm,
man.
Barrel.
Fucking barrels, dude.
Oh,
Back
those are
then,
good times.
PewDiePie,
Especially like
Marzio
there was
a thing.
one compilation that like went super popular that I can always keep watching to this
Was
day.
it a funny
and it will-
montage?
yeah, and
Yeah,
it will
which
always
one?
make me laugh. It's the one that was shown on the
What
React
thumbnail
channel.
is it?
I have no idea.
Oh fuck!
I
could
remember
tell you.
his
no idea.
skate montages.
Those were
Yeah,
good.
those are
Yeah.
funny. Those are funny.
I actually could not like
The fucking
breathe,
his
like,
characters.
laughing.
His
Yeah.
character is so good.
Dude, fuck.
My leg.
Literally.
And fucking Puga and Maya.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
his, you don't
man.
remember
And
the
Oh
Fridays
man, I
with
cried when I
Peter
heard that
Pan?
on social media when one of them died.
Yeah, I think it was Puga.
Dude, I actually cried.
I'm pretty sure Puga died.
I
yeah.
got so sad.
Maya, right?
I think is Maya Puga?
Yeah.
Or, oh yeah, I think.
And
they
then
just nicknamed-
Edgar is the younger
Yeah,
one.
the black one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Maya already
Both of
had
them are
like
pugs, though.
some issues.
Yes, both of them are pugs.
Like Maya was already blind, and I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
because
she
they
had,
got
like,
her.
an
They got
eye.
her like discounted because
Mhm.
she was blind in one eye.
Yes.
Yeah, but like pugs just have so many like
Mhm.
issues already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's kind of bound to happen. It's like getting a Dachshund or like a sausage dog. Like one of those
Yeah.
really low- they
Oh,
have
yeah.
spine
I
problems.
love wieners though.
Yeah, but
They're
they
so
have they're just
cute.
bound to have spine problems.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's just like why were they built like that?
Yeah, I know. Like I would love to get a Dachshund, but like because like think about it. Like it's a mini Doberman. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
mini
pretty
one.
much.
So it's like I have a Doberman, I have a mini one,
Yeah.
but they have a lot of spine problems, which means a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
like-
right. It's just like a lot of vet trips,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, a lot
Yeah,
of
it's just
surgeries.
like, man, sadness.
That's why you'll find a lot of like the small dogs having like the wheelchairs, quote unquote
Yeah.
wheelchairs.
Or there's just a lot of vet trips.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If you go to the vet, you'll see a lot of small dogs.
Oh, 100%. But
Spoilers. So yeah, no, cuz like I follow the same rule where it's just like it's not considered a spoiler anymore if it's been super long, right? And
Okay.
you guys know Naruto, right? It's been released like so long ago, but
Here
I
we
think
go.
it's because like anime is starting to get more mainstream now that like
hell fucking yeah, man.
Yeah,
Any
that's the
anime
thing.
watchers out there, I'm with you.
okay,
It's fucking getting lit right
that's
now.
the thing though. But like I think I commented like back in high school like on the theme song of one of my favorite characters, right? Because like I was like going back through my memories and I remember I stopped watching Naruto because like he died. Right?
Fucking rude.
I know, because
Also,
I was just like,
Boruto
okay,
sucks
he was
ass.
such a good character.
Wait, Naruto dies?
No, my favorite character died.
Oh.
So I was just like, okay,
I was like,
I was just like, screw that. I was just like, screw that. I'm not gonna watch it
Naruto
anymore.
Shippuden, Naruto dies. Like,
was like,
imagine the main character, the name of the character
That's why
is
I
the
thought I was
show,
like,
and he
what?
dies. That's
No,
funny.
yeah, no.
I actually
that's
don't
a-
know. I don't know. I haven't watched Boruto yet. I really don't want to. But if Naruto does, because I did see a couple clips where he does come close to dying, and I have no idea if he actually did die. And
That's
I'm
a
scared.
thing.
I'm
Because like
scared.
I read a lot more like manga, so it's like there was a trend in one series. I'm not gonna name the series because that's gonna be like a huge spoiler. But like there was a trend in one of the series where it's just like every single cover.
Sorry, keep talking.
Fern looks silly right now for you audio listeners, but yeah, for every single cover art of each volume, that's the character that died.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, so whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, spoilers. So I commented on like my favorite character who passed away, his
Bro said passed away.
sorry, dude.
Passed away. No.
Holy.
His
He
theme
dead.
song.
He dead.
And then
He died.
I got a swarm of replies. Mind you, it's been like almost a decade. And
Okay.
it's like I got a swarm of replies on the comments saying, "Excuse me, spoiler!" Like, "Oh my god, delete this comment. You
No, they're
just
trolling.
spoiled me." And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah, they
god."
gotta be,
They're
bro.
trolling.
So then I deleted the comment because I was just like, "Oh my goodness!"
They
Like,
won.
Well, I mean, to
They
be fair,
won.
in a lot of the areas where you can say stuff about anime, in terms of like, community-based websites,
yeah,
you can.
It was on YouTube.
You can put. Ooh, I mean, no. I think you can still say like spoiler and then the read more.
Oh
and then
yeah,
you
I guess
can,
so.
like,
You know,
yeah,
but
there's a lot
that's
of-
the thing. I'm so freaking annoyed because it's like it's so hard to avoid spoilers these days. Like sometimes I know of people who like just take a break off of social media, like to begin with.
Oh yeah,
if
for
they
a
don't want to
specific
like,
thing,
yeah, if they don't want to speak. I think that you did that for like your 5 like Luffy or like freaking.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of like stop looking, but like, dude. It's so hard to avoid. Like, I don't even watch like anime anymore, but I know like what happens to certain characters, like freaking Gojo and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like, I know
dislike
because, like,
Jujutsu.
Of all of the freaking like
I'll expand on that. Sorry.
all of the reels that I see, all of like the stories that I see, it's just like, okay, wow, it's so hard to avoid this. I swear, if I were like an avid fan of this, I'd be so annoyed. So it's like, yeah, no, it's so hard to avoid these days, but I still don't know why people get like so triggered. But yeah, yeah, no, that's my thing on spoilers. So like,
Oh yeah, I will
Shout
have to
out.
expand on the fact I dislike Jujutsu. I also dislike Chainsaw Man. I love them so much. I love both animes, but there's just something about constantly seeing the characters that I like die within this series that I just dislike. And I think I'm just traumatized from this one anime. I do not care. I will spoil it if you think it's a spoiler. It is called Akame ga Kill. Basically, this fucking anime traumatized the shit out of me because I loved
That was
each
like the
character
second
equally.
anime I ever watched.
Each character equally. I love them all with like their own personalities and everything. And the fact that they all fucking die, it makes it so much worse. And it's like it's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. And that, like, to me, that traumatized every single like anime that kind of like takes that sort of, I guess, path in terms of like some characters dying just to get to the end of the story.
see, that's why you can't really bully me for like stopping Naruto for like my favorite character dying.
Don't know the fact that you stopped the series.
Well, it's
It's
it was so
insane.
annoying. He was such a good character. He was
Too
such
bad.
a good character.
Too bad.
And then, like, what? He appears
Too
in
bad.
like freaking Boruto, like, oh my god, hi guys, it's me. I'm like, no,
The fact that you know that is terrible.
because
Terrible. Oh my god. He comes back?
no, he
I have
doesn't
to
come
watch it
back.
again.
He comes back as like a hallucination.
Oh.
Well, yeah, and of course. He's dead
It's
for life.
so
You can't bring him back.
annoying. It's so annoying. Like they just did that for clicks.
I dislike the idea of like leaving a series just because your
Gosh.
favorite character dies.
I don't know, cause like okay, I make a series, right? I make characters die, but like, it's like, actually, yeah.
Yeah, but of course you wouldn't be the person to make your favorite characters die of the series either.
Oh, I'm.
Oh crap!
So it's
Oh
like
crap!
it's that special part of like anime where it's like they can get you hooked onto a story so much where you have the emotional power to just feel for the story
Mhm.
when your character dies. And that's like why I think it's so nice to watch anime.
Oh, but you know
'Cause
what?
So many series can do that, and that's why it's so nice.
It's the same thing for video games too, like story-based video games. Like when your
100%.
favorite
Halo
character in a
Reach,
vi-
I cried.
when your
Halo
favorite
Reach
video
was
game
sad
character
as
dies.
fuck.
But like literally yesterday, I was like watching like I went down a rabbit hole of like these streamers like clips of like them like crying to video games or something. But there was like this one YouTube shorts that I found like, oh bro started crying to like a game, right? And like he had to end stream early, so he was just like sobbing. He was just like, wow guys, sniff, right? And then like
Whoa, okay, end stream early just because you cry.
Yeah,
that's
that is
okay,
that's
but that's
embarrassing.
but that's the thing. All of the comments were just like, yo, why is this guy crying over a video game? That's kind of weird. And like,
and then the fucking have you seen those like ones where like people make edits of that where it's like, oh, it's just a game, and then they fucking throw all the coolest shit of the game in
Look
there.
at like The Walking Dead. Like, do
Fucking
you remember
sick.
the reactions for some of the?
Oh,
The Walking Dead
100%.
deaths?
I remember when
It's a
PewDiePie
fucking,
played
it's
The
a
Walking
good
Dead.
story.
Yeah.
What-
Why did
I don't know why I giggled.
Why'd y'all look away? Like, why'd y'all look at me?
No, I thought you were gonna keep going.
yeah.
Like, yo.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
Yeah, you said remember The Walking Dead.
No, I didn't. I was like, it's about time, but.
It's like, yeah, I remember too.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it was just
No, it was a
sad
good
as
story.
fuck. Like, some of them, like, I don't want to spoil it, but there was like, actually, fuck it, it's probably been a while.
No, but
like,
that's the thing.
One of them is like
Spoiler.
one of the little girls in one of the fucking games. I don't know, probably the 4th or 5th game. Fuck, she got shot in the head like
Damn.
unexpectedly, and then like somebody made a compilation of just her death, and it was very different. Like you got like the motherfuckers that just started laughing.
Oh
You got,
yeah.
like, the
Oh,
motherfuckers that
to
are
the
crying.
reaction
Yeah.
compilations,
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, I don't think that people don't cry, or like, I don't think it's weird to fucking cry.
Yeah,
at
no,
video
it's made
games,
for
dude.
that. That's what stories are made for.
Yeah.
But That's also the oh my
yeah,
god.
but leaving stream and stop watching the series just because something
Okay,
happened?
relax,
Fucking
dude. Relax,
crazy.
relax. Cause okay,
Why
here.
did all of you just suddenly do that
I'm
too?
getting uncomfortable. I gotta keep moving.
Okay,
I
we're getting
shift-
riled up
I
here.
shifted up, and all of these guys just shifted up too.
Hey, monkey see, monkey do. You know what I'm
These
saying?
guys are monkeys. You heard it here first.
Hey, no, it's like, I mean, it is that thing where it's like when people yawn, all of a sudden you start feeling the need to yawn, or when people sneeze, sometimes you have like,
contagious.
oh, my fucking nose is itchy now.
Yeah, no. I think it's like our connection, guy.
No, I think no, it's an actual
Wait,
like
if
scientific
I-
thing.
if I-
It doesn't have to do anything with connection. Go on.
I just winked at him, guys.
Oh, that's why I got quiet. I was
No, it's not
wondering why you
it's not
stopped.
working.
Yeah,
but
no, okay.
only if you look at somebody's lips, they'll just be like conscious of it,
Oh,
and
really?
then they'll just lick their lips.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
like I'm pretty self-conscious about my lips.
Hey, your lips look kind of
Oh,
dry.
I just do it all the time
No,
because
they
I know
don't.
that it gets dry a lot.
Yeah, your lips look kind of dry. Hey, your lips look kind of dry.
That's why I licked it before you even said it. And before the
As
As soon as he
conversation.
said the word lips.
Apparently, if you hear it, you're like more inclined to do it as well.
Yeah.
Like, so
Well,
that's
of
why I was
course.
saying it a bunch of times. So maybe whoever was listening just licked their lips like
Yeah,
4
we trolled you guys.
You're like lippers.
Lick lippers? Is it lip lickers?
Shut up. Oh, fuck. Oh, look. That's why I gotta be in English.
C minus? Excuse me?
times.
No, what was it? Okay, I recently started playing this
You
game.
are actually dumb.
I recently started playing this game. I can't really say which game because like
It's
also
not
spoiling.
Wizard 101, I'll tell you that
No,
much.
it's not Wizard-
so
it's
He doesn't
like a
play
phone
any game
It's a phone
anyways,
game, it's a
so it
phone
doesn't
game,
even
but-
matter.
No, there was
Oh,
like
the phone game.
there was this really sudden.
Oh, a phone game. I think it's pretty interesting to call it a game.
Guys,
It's more
look,
of a type of
Yo,
simulator.
the only
Look.
games on phones: Clash of Clans, Clash Royale.
Look.
That is it. There's it.
I'm
End
not
of discussion.
a gamer.
The
I'm
only
not
two
a
games you can
gamer.
play.
I
I don't
okay,
care whether you are a gamer or not. The
Okay,
fact that you
listen.
just don't want to play games is fucking crazy.
okay, dude, I'll play Wiz.
Let's go!
I'll play
Fucking
Wiz.
finally!
I'll play Wiz once you freaking renew your contract, which I know you're not gonna renew because you're going away.
No, I still plan to renew it. I don't really care if I miss
Oh,
like
wait,
a
did
good
it already
week.
expire?
Yeah, it was on the 22nd. It's the 24th
Oh, so
now.
we can't play now.
No, we can. I just have to buy it again.
Cause like,
We'll talk
what?
about
You're
that
gonna
later.
do it until
But
May
anyways.
24th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I started playing this game and I was like really shocked at like the story mode of it because it's like, oh my god, main character
Notice how she
goes.
said mode. There's a
Mm.
lot of modes in this game.
Mm.
If you could call it a game and not a simulator.
It's a simulator.
Simulator.
It's some sort of simulator.
Gross.
Some kind of simulator.
Some sort of simulator. But yeah, so in the story mode. Sorry.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
In the story mode, it was like really like it was shocking because you wouldn't really expect it. Spoilers, guys! If you
Someone
guys know what
dies.
game I'm talking about, like stop listening for like
They
the next
don't
5
know.
minutes.
They don't know. They
But
don't know.
I don't
No, I
think
swear to
anyone would
God.
care.
so the main character went to like visit her brother in like the outskirts of the city, right?
She's dead.
And then she visited her like grandma who like adopted her and her brother, right? And she went out for a walk because she thought there was going to be like she felt some sort of like unease, like she thought there was like a monster like around the neighborhood, and cause she's a monster hunter, right? So
She's a monster.
Monster Hunter.
so she went
A
to
monster.
she went
Good
around the
name.
neighborhood, and then like her like brother found her and he was like, yo, let me walk you back home, right? And they walked back home together, and then he was like, yo, you look a mess, don't let grandma see you like that, I'm gonna go inside first, okay? And she was like, okay. And then he went inside. As soon as he closed the door, she was like, oh, okay. The house explodes. It's like, oh my god, like I would have never expected
Dead.
that. Yeah, I
Is
was
she gonna stop playing?
Everybody dead.
it was like, oh my god, that brother character was kind of cute too, but like,
Oh, brother.
What the
Oh, brother.
fuck?
but yo,
I
Lame.
like characters for their personality. Just
he was
like-
really nice. He was a really nice
Exactly.
guy
I don't
for
think
like,
knew him long enough.
and then like, okay, there's like a texting and phone call feature in that game.
Oh, there's a texting and phone call in the game.
like-
that doesn't really sound. What does that kind of sound like? Huh? There's a story mode
but
and a texting and phone compartment.
okay,
Crazy.
Components are.
Oh, and the part where you can hold their hand.
You
Hold
can-
their hand.
You can You can what?
You can touch them.
You can what? You can what?
You can't. You
can what?
That's a game.
Okay, gosh.
Disgrace.
I'm not a disgrace. I'm just alone.
Whoa.
That's your choice. That's your choice.
It's my choice, but none of my friends will hold my hands.
Okay. What?
None of my friends will hold my hands.
If you were in my position, you would not hold my hands.
If you were in my
friends,
position,
you guys
would also
have
not do the
friends,
same thing.
right? So like, you guys, like listeners, like, won't you
Don't
just
listen.
hold a homie's
Turn
hand
off the podcast
No.
for just
right now.
1
It's okay. It's
second?
acceptable.
No.
Like I
You
feel
wouldn't.
like
Just skip
anyone
15
would.
seconds.
If they just
Just skip to a specific part of
skip
the.
like, okay, if you're listening right now, skip 30 seconds. Okay, go. All right. Bun, go.
Bye.
Okay, no, I'm over it.
Okay.
Okay, but no.
Well, now we gotta wait 30 seconds.
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
told
yeah.
everybody to wait.
Okay, fine. Let me just continue ranting. Like, dude,
Okay, go.
I
Skip
feel
45
like I
seconds.
feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's a courtesy, like, you know, as any nice friend would. They'd show affection in like any way possible. Like, I get that, like, maybe you don't like showing affection that way, but like, hey, a little bit of like, you know, just like, hey, even a handshake. I don't even get those these days, man. Like, even like, you know, hitting each other when you're laughing. Like, I don't even get these. And it's like, it's really tough out here.
We made it, guys. Hey.
Hello, welcome to the 45 seconds that you did miss. Welcome back. If you did listen, may God rest on your soul. Yeah, I have no input on that.
Hey.
I think it's already said in the midst of the air
Hey.
of what the answer is. So,
You guys don't like me?
anyways.
Anyway. Moving
Oh
on.
my god. Oh my god. Guys, these guys don't like me.
I honestly, like, in my life, I've had to make a lot of decisions. You feel me?
Mhm.
And it's like, some of them have, like, kind of had guidelines. You know, like, hey, man, like, when it comes to friends, they should have, like, this.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
I'm, like, sort of thinking of
Mm.
adding, like, Wizard 101 players.
Oh my
you know,
god.
to, like,
Yo, if I
like,
start
you know,
playing Wizard
it's like,
101,
I'm
will you guys
only
like hold my
friends-
hands?
What the fuck? Is this a deal now? Why are you like blacklisting us for doing something that we just want you to join us with, but you were like, you have to hold my hand for me to play.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't wanna do
Exactly.
it. I don't wanna
Exactly.
Come on. Like,
Exactly.
come on.
Man,
This isn't a
okay.
deal. This is us wanting you to
Okay,
play with
wait
us.
let's hear the wager, and then we'll decide. Okay.
I don't want to hear any
You
wager.
don't wanna hear- okay.
This
we
shouldn't
won't
be a
listen, we won't
wager.
listen, we
This
won't
shouldn't be a wager.
listen. Okay. Fair enough.
Yes. I mean, we've done
Fuck you,
wagers in the
wager.
past. In
Fuck you,
terms.
kids. Fuck your life.
Fine.
Bing
Bing
bong.
There's always a duo and a trio, guys.
Let's go.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Fuck your life.
Oh fuck.
But no, we've done wagers in the past, but this isn't a wager.
I bought
This
you
is
GTA
not a wager.
over
Yeah,
a
I
wager.
bought you fucking Sons of Forest.
But that was for my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. I still bought you it.
I was obligated
I
to
would
buy you some.
no. I would have bought you it anyways. Like if it was later in the year, anyways. We just decided to do, we just decided wanting to do Sons of the Forest, and I was
around
like,
my
you know
birthday,
what?
yeah.
This would be
Bro.
great as a present, anyways. So might as well. So I made it as a present, like mentally.
Okay,
You
fine.
know, I paid for Sons of Forest in full. I'm telling you, we spent probably a collective amount of like
6 minutes.
hours in the game.
A good 6
That was
hours.
like $35.
Yes.
And then it went on sale like a week after.
Yes.
You could have waited a week. Because, like, your computer didn't work the first time
But we
you ran
didn't
it
want
up.
to because we
Yeah.
wanted to play now.
Yeah, because we were like, oh yeah, let's play now, and then
Yep.
we did, and then it was fun, and then we didn't.
Yeah,
Like,
what inspired that?
Yo,
I think
okay,
it was
so Sons of
Droid.
the Forest, like we played that first, and then Lego Fortnite came out.
Oh,
and
you're right.
then Mac and I played Lego Fortnite, and we got
Boom.
so far into it. Not too like not to like the max shit where you can like do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But like we got like maybe halfway through.
Mhm.
So like pretty good, pretty decent.
Yeah,
Experience.
no, I'd say it was halfway too as well.
Like those two games have very very similar concepts, like in terms of like the cave.
Oh, yeah.
like, going into
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a cave and like fighting shit,
Yes.
getting loot, like all of that kind of stuff. But like when it comes to bun,
What?
Yikes.
you're a pylon. You just don't let it. You just don't let us do anything. You just don't let us progress, man. Why don't you see? Like if we play Wiz, we can carry you until you're at our stage.
Real. We've said that to our friend as well.
Yeah, our so-called friend.
Fucking friend.
I'm your friend.
Okay, never mind.
We're talking about a different person.
Oh.
One that we shall not name.
They who shall not be named.
Well, I mean, we really can't anyways. But yes.
Oh.
This will not be waged.
Fine. Jeez, I'm playing with you.
Also, what
'cause
the fuck is that?
I'm your
What?
friend.
Also, like, waging too.
What?
Imagine you
I
told me to
literally
play
just
Wiz,
said I
And
wanted
I'm
you.
like, I have to come to your house every single week for me to play Wiz. Like
That's
even though
damn.
that's beneficial
That's
for
like-
him anyways.
Yeah, that'd be like kind of
Because
it'd be
cool
fine.
as fuck.
Okay,
I would
fine.
love to do that.
Okay,
But a
fine.
fucking wager just to play?
Yeah,
Okay,
just like
fine.
that.
It's a
just
free
like,
game.
yo, if
Jeez.
you-
It's
if
free to an
you
extent.
Wiz. Yo,
Yo, message us on Instagram right now if you play. We will,
Yeah, they're gonna
we will-
replace me.
we're down
bro.
to
Okay,
play.
see, we're not like that far in. Like we're level.
Oh, yeah, please help us
70
if you're-
respectively. But you know, it's only been about a month. We could have gotten a lot
Oh,
more
100%.
done,
It's
but,
only
like,
been
you know,
about
we
a good
also
month
are
if you think about it.
young adults that have lives, so
Mm,
we can't be playing every
That's
night.
debatable.
Okay, I have a life.
I
Okay.
don't. I don't. If you want to play any other game, if you want to play Val, message.
Hey man, there
I'm
you go.
free. I'm free.
See, like I'm dog shit at Valve, but like yo, I'll hop on and I'll still kick ass. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
sir.
that one game that we played
That was
last-
crazy,
You
though.
did
That was
good. You
crazy.
did
That
good.
was
You
crazy.
top fragged. That was
Yeah,
good.
man. Fuck
When was
yeah,
the last time you guys played?
I don't know. We like it was like a
Uh,
random like we like
I think it was the start of this month.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. I played like one game and I was just dogging people, man.
Yeah, you were good.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just an animal.
Yeah, but our friend, our friend thinks otherwise.
He
Oh,
won't
it's
listen-
just luck.
He won't listen to this, man. He won't listen to this.
I mean, it doesn't listen anyways.
He
I
doesn't
don't
listen to
care.
anything.
Like I set in stone for everything. And it's,
Bro just said it in
That
quotation
guy can
marks.
play every day and I'll still be better.
Ooh, that's
Shit.
the tea. That's the
Shit.
tea.
I will not. I am out of that conversation. I will not.
Will you
I'll,
ever
I'm
tell
gonna
him
sit
to
there.
stay?
I'm gonna
If
sit there.
he's like, yo, if he heard me say that, he'd just be like, yo, bro, let's 1v1, bro. Yo, let's just 1v1.
Yo,
Yo,
fuck,
then
fine.
he'll do
Let's
this
prove it.
I'm
Let's
tired
prove it.
right
shit.
now. I'm just
Let's
tired.
prove it then.
Like, you'll start doing like these weird ass peeks on me or like stupid
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So I'll just like, whip out an off and he'll just be like, alright, I guess we're up now.
yeah. No, he has that COD mindset because that's what happened in COD when we played like back then.
Yo, what was your definition of a 1v1 in COD? Like in
A
multiplayer
definition.
COD. Yeah, like what would you say is like, yo, a 1v1 in COD multiplayer, like let's say you just got done trash talking somebody.
Sure.
Like yeah, like so like what is the default gun that you use? Like that you,
Oh.
like is like unanimously decided. Like
Honestly-
like the class of gun.
Yeah. I'd probably say like the main. Okay, it would probably just be like a gun that is mainly used anyways. So there's no like sort of like advantage that someone else has. So it'd pretty much be, of course, the same class, the same gun, the same attachments, all right, same perks, whatever, depending on how long the game goes, right, or however long the 1v1 goes. But
Okay, maybe we had different like 1v1s. Cuz
Yo, oh, yeah.
there was like a set everything.
Oh well, I
But
mean,
like I'll get into that after you explain.
well, okay. To be fair, I wasn't I'm not the type of player to like actually like trash talk enough to
Yeah,
get a
fair
random
enough,
character
fair enough.
or random player to like 1v1 them. So every single time I would do 1v1, it would just be the people that I know or play with. So whenever it came to that, it would always just be the main gun that you would use in multiplayer is use, or like in at least search and destroy, which was like the main one that we played in Warzone, Call of Duty at the time.
For 1v1s?
For 1v1s. Oh no, not for 1v1s, but I'm saying like in terms of search and destroy, the main gun that you would see is people using the MP5, and
Oh yeah,
that would
yeah.
be
That's
like,
an SMG,
okay,
no?
yeah, it's SMG.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be like, okay, let's do 1v1, and then you would probably be like, okay, let's use MP5, these attachments, this secondary, and then boom, go, and then that would just be it, and it would just be like who can kill more in terms of whatever the time is put. So it's like that would pretty much be it. But I've never really done a 1v1 with someone that's like random off online because they're like, oh, I'm better than you. I have to beat you to prove it.
Yeah, it would just be like trash talking. Like it would be like you'd be doing kind of bad in a public match,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the top fragger would just be like, "Yo, you're fucking shit, kid."
Yeah.
So you turn on your mic and you're like, "Yo, it's fucking 1v1." Like,
Yeah. That's the classic. But
and then,
I've never
that's
done
just how it
that.
would go. But like the rules that like this is Black Ops 2 at least was like it would be like an FFA. You just like set the time to unlimited, then the points would be up to 30,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you would only use snipers.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, that was back then. That was for you. But like,
Yeah, like
As
I
a-
feel
as
like
a-
I thought that was like pretty unanimous. Like everybody
mean,
like
to be fair,
you would
as a-
just use snipers. So you just had to be good at snipers. if
oh
you were
yeah,
to,
100%.
Like if you're to prove your like usually top fraggers back then would be sniper users.
Oh yes.
So it's like you would kind of just have to really just get good at it.
Yeah. Quick
You'd have to
scoping and
just
all.
quick scope. Yeah, just quick scoping.
Yeah.
I was never really into trick shotting though. I mean,
Oh, me neither.
it was just a mechanic that was like
That was seen as cool.
it was cool as fuck,
Yeah.
but it was just like, man, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Like I'd just be spinning. I don't know where the fuck the bullets are going. Like if I ever hit a trick shot, it would be luck.
Yeah.
Like, dumb luck.
It'd be like, yo.
like I don't know, like motherfuckers like rain. You remember phase rain?
Yes,
Yo,
yes,
that
I remember
motherfucker
that.
just hit trick shots like regularly, and he had like calculated moments
Mm-hmm.
where he would be like, yo, and he'd hit like the nastiest like trick shot. And then, like, literally right after, he'll be like, yo, I just hit this craziest 1440. Like, how the fuck did he know how many times he spent?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I wasn't paying attention to that shit. I just cranked my sensitivity up and just went, wee.
Yeah.
Shot. It was that.
Yeah.
Like, 360 no-scope. This guy was doing some crazy shit, man.
I don't know. But no,
Yeah.
I get that. But like, it's like for that, it's like I just didn't experience that until Warzone Call of Duty, like a couple years back during quarantine, because it's just like, as a kid, I did not know multiplayer was a thing. I did know it was a thing, but I didn't know how to get to it because you had to buy Xbox Live, and I was an Xbox player back then.
Yeah.
So it's like, as a kid growing up, I would always play campaign or play with bots constantly up until I'd say high school. So
This is
like,
why I think PS3 was better than Xbox 360.
oh
Just
yeah,
because,
100%.
Like, just because of the fact that PlayStation Plus wasn't a thing.
Yes.
Like, it was just like the regular default was like
Yes.
online.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to pay for it at all.
Yeah.
So it's like games like not GTA. Was GTA?
I just
No, I
disliked
didn't
the
play
controller
GTA.
of PS back then. I just didn't like it as much as Xbox, because to me Xbox was just a lot better on my hands than like a
Yeah, it
PS
did have like
PS
different
controller.
joysticks too,
Yeah,
right?
the
Like,
fucking
one
two
high.
joysticks in the middle rather
Yeah,
than
I
one
don't
on the
know.
top left.
I
and
don't know
on
which
the
one
bottom
I
right.
prefer, to be honest. Like
I would always
kinda
prefer
like both.
Xbox.
I like both, honestly.
Yeah.
Like both of them, like I don't mind. But now that I have a keyboard and mouse, it's just keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ever since I got
Always.
that, like the functionality,
Yeah.
functionality is way cooler.
Functionality.
Nationality.
Yeah, I think
Keep it going.
I think the speed of like my arm going from start to finish of like flicking to a specific person and constantly having my crosshair on them for like any games, like whether it's something like CS or Val where you have to top or stop at their head, or if it's something like Apex or Fort where you have to like drag your mouse to keep your crosshair on that character and control the recoil at the same time to beam them in one go rather than just like hitting them a couple times and going back into cover. It's like the idea of that for me in like keyboard and mouse is so cool compared to like trying to do the same exact thing but with one muscle, which is my thumb. So it's like I think it's just so much more beneficial to do that with my entire arm. But
like
that's at least why I like it.
Range of motion and like the directional thing. Like if you're on a joystick, like for you to go right from left, you have to go left, cross the middle point, and then your joystick will start going right. So that entire time that you're from left to middle is unrecognized by the by your console. Whereas like if you're a mouse, you move right. Yeah. You know, it's just like you just immediately it's responsive.
Yes.
So it's just like I feel like it's just way better once you start using a mouse. I don't think I could go back.
Oh yeah.
Why are you laughing at me?
Sorry.
No, I mean to be fair, I think it's really cool. I keep seeing a bunch of these videos where people are using like various different ways to play a game. So like especially for Val, since I do play Val, I keep getting videos of people trying to play Val of like with different like things in general. So like people playing with fucking instruments, people with playing like yeah, I'm not joking. It's really cool. Like there's this guy on COD right now who plays with a flute and he gets kills. Like he doesn't top frag or anything, but he still plays and he's able to get a kill, which is still impressive to me. But it's
how does he play though? Like what is it? How does it?
So he basically has his flute like coded and wired to his PC to where every note is a direction or a certain command.
That's fucking crazy.
So like he'll do one note and he'll go forward. He'll do one note, he turns right, and he does one note and it shoots. And it's like, what the fuck? That's cool.
Does it sound good?
No. Of course it doesn't.
I thought it would. I don't know. Like
they were playing a fucking orchestra, and then fucking all of a sudden, no, 3 kills. Like whoa. Okay, but
I mean, hey, you know, like
no, I mean, there's this guy on Val that plays with a fucking pen, like a fucking a fucking pen, and it's sick. It's I think that's so cool, and honestly, I feel like that's a lot more accurate as well.
Yeah,
which is cool. Crazy. But
how does he click though? Does he just tap?
Yeah, I mean some pens have like a button.
The button.
You can do that, or you can have a specific command on your keyboard to make that your shooting or your firing button. But then one more instance, I guess, would be like, of course, a normal controller. And I mean, I've seen people play like, for example, like Val or like CS, like the two main popular games that are very hard to use in like any other thing that's like not keyboard and mouse. I think that's still impressive. The fact that you can play controller on that kind of game is still crazy. Because like joystick and in Val, when you're like usually flicking to people, even though you don't have to, as long as you play like strategy wise, it's crazy. It's crazy how creative people can be.
I feel like console, it makes up for it with the aim assist though.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why it's.
I hate that.
It's
I
good.
hate that fucking argument.
I think aim assist is.
It's good.
I welcome it.
Yes.
Because it's like, yo, it's fair. If I'm on if I'm on PC, and you're on console, like, I'm just default gonna have a better advantage.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, you got to give them something.
Yeah.
To compensate.
It's definitely even. Like if I have my whole arm compared to your one thumb, no matter how good you can be, I can probably out aim you. In terms of like if we were equal in ability.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you have something that can help you track, which is honestly the main thing that a lot of controller players have hard time dealing with, which is tracking within a game.
Yeah.
I think it's completely fine to have it.
Yeah, that's why I think I was like busted at Apex on PS4. I think.
That was me for Xbox
Apex,
Apex.
man.
Yeah.
Back it's just then. Like you could just spray and pray and it would just be great.
Yeah, yeah.
Spitfire was insane.
I mean, to be fair, like back then, no one knew how to move.
That
is
true.
Right
Nobody
now.
Like, dude, the scariest motherfucker were the wraiths.
The wraiths, yeah, and then now it's the octanes, wraiths, and paths.
Dude, now it's just like third parties, man. I don't even know who the fuck's killing me, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't even know.
I feel like
it's
that's
they
like
appear out of nowhere.
I feel like that's like the enjoyment that comes out of Apex of why I started to play again. Like a couple months ago, I did stop playing because I have to play. I like, me and a couple of other friends got into other games that we were playing, and plus I did buy a battle pass for like two of them, so I would like to grind them. But it's like for Apex, the thing I liked about it was being able to survive third parties in terms of being able to like
it's fucking
beam.
exhilarating.
Oh, it's exhilarating.
Yeah.
Imagine you're like in a 1v1 with one team versus your team, and like you're in a battle with them. No one has really gotten knocked. Maybe one got knocked and then they got res because you're playing from like medium range ish, and no one really wants to push. And then all of a sudden, a third party comes in. The fact that the party that you're fighting, they're gonna start to push because someone else pushed you, and you surviving both teams is fucking great. I think that's like the most exhilarating feeling, and that's why I love Apex.
Like just winning or like being the last team standing in Fragment East.
Oh yeah,
just crazy.
It's a great feeling.
Like that one big ass building.
Especially like the way that the gunplay is. That's why I like Apex. The feeling of being able to either beam someone, headshot someone. I mean, you can't now. The Kraber got nerfed, so big sad.
Oh man, that's like the one gun. That
Kraber got
like
nerfed so that
really
it doesn't. Even
at.
if you get a headshot, it doesn't knock.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
but
the
like,
fuck?
yeah.
A 50 cal to the head doesn't kill you.
Okay, even though it's a 50 cal, this is a completely
But
different
like,
game.
bro, like I mean, realistic.
Okay, of course, this is
I
not
feel like
realistic.
if it was a care package sniper, it should do like an insane amount of damage to the body.
It's just
and like insta kill on the head. Like,
it's
that's just how
I mean,
it
yeah.
should be.
It's just the idea of like how the game has
It's
like
one of the rarest fucking
progressed.
guns you can get.
Is there a gun that's similar to the Kraber now then in terms of like its power?
No, there shouldn't.
Wingman. 100%. Wingman's back in care package as of right now.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, you have to think of it as like the start from like, for example, Fort to now, Apex to now, of course, and Val to now. It's like the idea of the creators trying to be able to have everyone still play despite the amount of people that are super good at the game.
They're doing the wrong
So it's
thing.
like you have to think of like the idea of like matchmaking for Fortnite and for example Apex, where it's like there, at least for Apex, there is a gun that can one shot people or two shot people. Wingman, Kraber. The fact that pros can be in a game the same as, for example, another person who is like just as good or maybe like not as good. The fact that as a pro player I can one shot them from any distance if I'm good enough out of nowhere is fucking wild, and it's kind of unfair because you can't do anything about it once they one clip you with one bullet of a Kraber. So it's like the idea that Apex is good enough to where if you get a hit off of Kraber now and you go from like, oh, I hit them for 140, they're like one shot now, for example, but you're like quite a bit away, they have to heal and you have to push them. It still gives them enough time to where you can do a full-fledged fight, which is still pretty even. So it's like, it makes sense. Plus there's the amount of people that can still not scope in a Kraber and still hit you from close quarters combat
like
with a Kraber.
Yeah.
So it's like the people who can do non-ADS, like ADSing weapons,
these are
is
actually
still
pretty fair
insane.
points.
Yeah,
No,
so it's like,
honestly, that's actually
so
pretty
it's
fair
like
points.
that's why I think Apex is doing really good right now in terms of that, but it is kind of dead right now in terms of like it's kind of still the same thing. Like there's nothing special about it going on. But that's why I think Fortnite's doing completely well.
Arenas came back.
Fortnite is fucking amazing right now. The amount of things that you can do in that game now is great. Rock Band, Lego, holy shit! And the amount of characters that they're putting in, you got Snake in there. You have fucking Peter Griffin. All of a sudden,
Cena.
Peter Griffin from
You
Fortnite.
have Lady Gaga in there now. And it's
Lady
like,
Gaga from
Dude, what's she
Fortnite.
doing in there?
It's like,
fuck
bro,
does she know
this
about
game
cameras?
is just so fucking random that it's so good and it's so funny. But it's like, yeah, they're doing well. I think Apex needs to come back though, because it was a fun game.
Yeah, you know, when I last launched the game, there was like a survey thing that popped up. So I was just like, you know what, let me take my chances, because I was always
I'm a
like,
gamer. I just noticed, like, holy shit.
yeah, I know you are. I was
I'm a fucking gamer.
I was
Let's
always
go!
meaning to like email Apex team about putting arenas back, because I was just like, why not, right?
Oh, it's coming back.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. I think from what my friend said, the one that I play with.
Yeah. Wow.
One that's not trash.
The one that actually plays to have fun and get better.
Hey,
The one that doesn't play for damage stats.
Fun and get better. Okay, there's a okay. I will expand on that later. But to continue, from what I know, from what my friend said, arenas might be coming back.
Really?
Arenas might be coming back.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, because like on the survey, literally, it was just like, oh, do you have any other
Hard
feedback
maybe.
for us? I was just like, yo, please put arenas back.
Yeah.
I was like, I know they're not gonna see that, but like, it's whatever. I want to take any test that I can
Maybe
get.
one person's probably gonna see it. They're just not gonna do anything. They're
Yeah.
just gonna be
I
like,
was like, I
wow.
want
Like,
arenas.
at least have
I
it-
literally in my message, I put, please put arenas back. There's so many people who want arenas.
Yeah. There's this idea that a lot of people are having, or like there's so many ideas within different like sets of games that a lot of people are like actually should keep pushing, because it's so beneficial for the game entirely. Because it's like, okay, for example, Apex, they should do something like Fort, where it's like Fort should bring back what's it called, original OG Fortnite.
OG, yeah.
They should bring it back, but like as its own game mode, like how every other game mode is, right? It's just
Yeah.
set in stone, but it's not gonna
But I
leave.
get strong Roblox vibes.
Yeah.
From Fortnite now.
And then like Apex, they should do the same thing as Fort, where it's like, hey, can you do the same thing as Fort, where every single thing that you've done so far in terms of like, yeah, you can do a rotation for like team deathmatch,
Oh, it's like
or
you
it's
could like choose which seasons play in type thing.
sorry.
Like
No. It's more of like the game modes that you can input into the game as like something that you can choose from within Fort. So it's like for Fort, you can do zero build, normal build. You could do Rock Band. You could do Lego, right? But then for Apex, you can keep arenas in there.
Yeah.
But it just has to be something that stays in stone, and then you can still
Yeah.
have the thing that's on rotation.
Because like,
whether it's,
what's the point of
King of the
still
Hill,
having
blah, blah,
our
blah.
arena's stats and then just taking it away? There's no control stats.
Yeah,
There's no
so
like
it's like-
TDM
yeah.
stats.
And
like
then it's the same thing for like map games. So like CS and Val. Okay,
Yeah.
probably not CS. I have no information on CS because I don't play it that much. But like for Val, like a lot of people really want the maps to come back that they loved, right? Like what the fuck happened to Haven? People
Yo,
loved Haven,
I
and then
don't
you
know why
removed it just
people
because the
removed it, yeah.
sunset was there. So like people want
Wait,
to
isn't it
be
Lotus?
able. Lotus
That's
is
the-
there.
Yeah, Lotus is the triple site. No?
Triple site.
Yeah,
Haven's a triple site.
yeah. So they just
Um,
replaced it with
Sunset's-
fucking Lotus.
Lotus and Sunset was put in, and then Haven and because it's for comp only.
Yeah,
But it's
what
like
was the other map that
Haven
got
and
Ascent?
no,
Ascent's
Ascent's
still
there. It's the Fracture.
Fracture,
Fracture and Haven got removed
Yeah,
for
Fracture- I
Sunset
kinda
and
miss
Lotus.
Fracture, actually, I kind of like the
Fracture's-
concept of it.
Yeah. But people really want to be able to have votes on maps
Yeah, like
rather
CS,
than
yeah,
like have it
CS.
like, why are 2 maps gone and then the rest of the maps
Yeah,
are
in Counter Strike, you can like from what I remember, I haven't played Counter Strike 2. I only
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
play CS:GO.
Yeah.
So it's like the way that you could do it is like you could queue up for one map. Like you
Yeah,
could just like click
exactly.
on a map, and it's just like Dust 2 was the most popular.
Yeah.
Like everybody would only play Dust 2.
Yeah.
Is it Rust 2 or Dust 2?
I think it was Dust.
No, Rust is the fucking
Rust
Call
is
of
the
Duty
game.
map. No, the Call
Oh,
of
Rust
Duty
is the
map.
Call of Duty map. Yes, yeah.
The fucking Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2 and 3.
I don't know about 3. I didn't play 3. I only played 2 from what I remember.
I love the intervention. The intervention was such
man.
a good gun.
But yeah, dude, there's like so many games where people need to keep pushing because it's actually good ideas. But to be fair, at least for the Val one, it does make sense in a sense of like the creators do want their maps to be played, and it's kind of like really shitty to see like more of the player base on like 3 maps than the 7 maps that they created. And it's like
Yeah.
they at least want it to be rotated. But it's like, why can't you rotate it often? Why does it have to be like every 2-3 acts and then you put it back? Like people waited 3 years or 2 years for Icebox to come back, and then now they can put it in, but now we have to wait 2 years
They
for
can even do what they
Haven.
do with like Apex's game modes, where it's just like every 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Just
it's like
you just
different
get a
games.
map.
Like I get the idea where like, oh, Fortnite copied Apex or Apex. Like, yeah, but they're still their individual games, and you can still input ideas from different games as well.
Yeah, and
because
it's
you need to
like-
make your player base like your game.
I
No
can't
matter
wait.
what other companies may say, just don't go that far.
I can't wait until I like get into the like gaming industry and see like the thought process behind all of these decisions.
Yeah. It's
But-
definitely very
It
interesting
would be
because
pretty
it's like,
wise to start playing games. before you
Ooh.
get into the gaming industry.
Ooh, yeah, so that you have knowledge on games. Wow, isn't that interesting?
Oh.
Just some
Okay,
food
guys. Thanks.
Oh yeah,
for
and maybe for art, you
listening
should
to
start watching
episode
movies and series as well.
21.
I'm the host.
I'm the host. I'm the creator. My house, my rules. Have you seen
I'm
that?
Okay, go.
I
Do
didn't
your
send you that
thing.
video. That
Okay.
video's
Do
fucking
your
funny.
thing.
Right, we have made it very far.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Thank you for listening. This has been MFP Podcast. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you for listening. Please let us know if you play Wiz. Please.
Yes.
We would love to see more of the
By
community
next
out
episode, maybe I'll be
but
playing
yeah,
Wiz.
please follow all of our social medias. Subscribe to our podcast episode or podcasts in general to hear about when our episodes come out. And
Yes,
please
sir. Yes, sir.
like our shorts and our
Our reels.
our
our
reels
TikToks.
and TikToks.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
That'd be really nice to
Yeah.
get some support from you guys.
Yeah.
And like whatever you guys want us to do in terms of subjects to touch on or any ideas of like what to help us with in terms of the podcast in general, that'd be nice.
Let us know.
But yeah, thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Peace out.